The website niche.com just named Scottsdale, Arizona as the #1 place in the USA to retire. I thought that was pretty cool since I live here. I call myself a Scottsdale girl now. So let's talk today about why they chose Scottsdale and what I think makes it a perfect place for retirement. So first, let's talk about the criteria that niche.com used. Wait, let's talk about the elephant in the room first. Is it niche.com or niche.com? I know all you younger people, if you're even watching me, say niche because you think it's cool. Where I come from, and back in the olden days, we said niche, niche.com. You say what you want, I'm gonna say what I want, tomato, tomato. Leave me a comment down below and tell me how you say it and if you think it's an age thing or it's just people trying to be cool. But back to the video. So when looking at the criteria that niche.com used, they used a lot of different data points. They looked at things like housing costs, diversity, weather or climate, and all kinds of other little things. But let's dive in and kind of break that down so that you guys know what made Scottsdale #1. Let's talk about where Scottsdale is. Scottsdale is connected to Phoenix. Phoenix is the capital city of Arizona. Scottsdale sits off to the east side of the Phoenix area, but has about 244,000 people. And 25% of those, and I never knew this, are retirees. So that is a good sized population here in just Scottsdale. We're not even talking about how many retirees in the valley overall. But why do people come here? Well, we're going to get into that. People are coming here because there are so many cool, fun things to do, more people to do them with. If you retire where you were always from, you might be in your house all winter long, and here everybody is out and about doing all kinds of things 12 months out of the year. Now, for many years, Scottsdale has been known as kind of a winter playground for people coming on vacation to escape the cold and snow where they live somewhere in the north or the northeast or the northwest. But what brings people here to live is same thing that brings people here on vacation. Fantastic weather all winter long. And yeah, it's still a little warmer in the summer, but our weather is fantastic. You can be out doing all kinds of things really 12 months of the year. In the winter, you might need a little sweater to be out at night. In the summer, you're still gonna go to a happy hour on a patio and just sit under the misters. But our climate received an A+ rating from the people at niche.com, and I hate to say it, but I do agree with them. Our climate is fantastic. Now, talking about outdoor activities, we've got it all. We've got golf, we've got hiking, we've got biking, we've got swimming. For golf, we have more golf courses per capita than any other city in the USA. I think I heard a number of like 10,000 people for every golf course, but I think that might not be even close because that wouldn't be enough golf courses. But golf is a big deal. You can golf at the fancy smashy golf courses, or you can golf at the little golf courses for a much lower rate. But if you want lower rates at the fancy courses, just do it in the summer. Go on golfnow.com and get a good price on a tee time, either at a weird time in the morning or the afternoon. And then you can say you played where the pros did. When it comes to hiking, lots of opportunities. We have got quite a few different trails of different elevations, of different abilities. Maybe you're not up to hiking Camelback Mountain. I've done it. I don't ever want to do it again. It was not even a hike. It was a full-on climb. But you've got Pinnacle Peak, you've got the McDowell Mountain Trails, the Gateway Park in North Scottsdale, Piestewa Peak. We have got tons of outdoor hiking and biking destinations for people that just want to go out and do a 2-mile loop that's flat, or if you really need to get some incline to get your heart rate up, we have that too. One thing that I get kind of excited about here in Scottsdale is our city-owned and run park and recreation system. Now, what does that mean? You know, park and rec to me sounds like my kids are going to go play t-ball. Well, they have that too. But for seniors at retirement age, lots and lots of things. If you like pickleball, man, the public courts are the place. They've got every level of play. They've got people who can do lessons. They've got leagues. If you're a pickleball person, you are going to be amazed. We've also got some private businesses doing indoor pickleball places so you can play out of the heat now. Back to the park and rec thing, arts and crafts. Who knew? There are all kinds of activities. They produce a whole catalog that you can get in book form or online with all of the arts and crafts classes. Things like painting, ceramics, weaving, all those crazy things that I know I've always wanted to do but didn't have the time. You just go online, you pay a small fee, and you sign up. Even things like photography, foreign languages, if you still want to work your brain or get ready for your trip to Italy, they have those classes too. All you need to do is sign up. So for retired people who have the time, that is a fantastic opportunity here in Scottsdale. Now, here's a fun fact I bet you didn't know. Scottsdale is noted as the spa capital of the United States. I never knew that, but I do go to the spa here. And it kind of goes back to that winter playground thing. Every resort has their own spa. Then you've got just regular day spas all over the city. If you want to get a good deal, go on Groupon or go in the summer when the rates are really low because the tourists aren't here. The bonus to that is with your spa visit, you're generally going to get a day pass to their luxurious pools and facilities where you can order in lunch. You could pay a little extra and get a cabana beside the pool if you don't want to be in the sun. Lots of cool things to do. In fact, my friend and I have already planned and put on the calendar our spa day for a few weeks from now. And we're very excited because summer rates are going to really help us out. We can get more treatments. I think that's kind of a cool thing to do right here in our own town. So when they looked at crime in Scottsdale, sadly, we got a B-, but compared to the rest of the country, that's way better. I will tell you that Scottsdale is not soft on crime. Ask me sometime about the dinner time bandits that we had that were breaking into houses during happy hour time. They hunted those guys down like the animals they were, using helicopters and all kinds of things. They found them within hours, and guess what? They went into jail. They didn't have the money to bond out, and so they're going away for a long time. It's not like some other cities where some of you guys may live, where the police don't even come, and if they do, they take them downtown and they make a report, and then they send them home. Scottsdale Police Department does not tolerate that, and therefore our city is very safe and getting safer every day. Now, when it comes to healthcare, of course, Scottsdale has world-class healthcare. These companies fight over vacant pieces of land so they can put healthcare in a place so another company doesn't get that healthcare. We've got 2 locations of Mayo Clinic right here in our area, the Mayo Clinic Hospital and then the Mayo Clinic where you go for some other appointments and that kind of thing out on Shea and 136th Street. Lots of great options at Mayo Clinic. Then you've got Honor Health, which is the biggest non-Mayo group in Scottsdale. Fantastic primary care, really good hospitals with great emergency departments. I've had to use those before. And lots of specialty care. Great cancer care with for the Virginia Piper Cancer Center. It's amazing. I've had a lot of friends go there. So you're going to have great healthcare options, everything from primary and urgent care all the way up to the finest specialty care in probably the world, I would say, at Mayo. So don't be afraid that by moving to Scottsdale, healthcare might be an issue. We know that some cities around the country might be beautiful, great places to live, but there's a healthcare void, really, in some cities. I'm not going to tell you today. We'll do that in another video. But that's one of the number one things that we as retirement age people want to be thinking about. Now, housing here in Scottsdale is definitely plentiful. There is no shortage of luxury homes. Now, some of you might think luxury is $1 million. Here in Scottsdale, We have homes in the tens of millions, and they sell very quickly. But 5 minutes down the road from those properties, you might find a really nice condominium or townhome starting in the 300s. So we have the high, we have the low, and then we've got a lot in between. The median list price here in Scottsdale is $800 and some thousand according to Zillow. Now, I do believe that that's probably skewed just a little bit by that high-end housing, but 600 to 800, 600 to $1 million, we can definitely find you some nice gated communities that would be a little bit more retiree friendly. I've done some videos on that in the past, and so you might look for those videos. But we are going to have some amazing housing, some where you can walk out your back door to a hiking trail, others with walking paths or bike trails. You've got McDowell Mountain Ranch, you've got Scottsdale Ranch, you've got DC Ranch. You see a trend here? McCormick Ranch. All of these used to be big cattle ranches back in the day, and then the family sold the land off for development and kept the ranch name, which I think is pretty cool. But we have got a lot of places today. We're shooting here at Kierland and Scottsdale Quarter, which are really fantastic shopping areas right in the middle of Scottsdale. Lots of people like to live near these centers so they can walk to their happy hour or to their shopping and then walk back home. Kind of a small town feel with big city shopping, which I think is really cool. So let's talk about my favorite thing of all in Scottsdale. I love all the things, but this is my favorite. Dining. Right now I'm sitting in front of the Shake Shack. They're closed, but hopefully they'll open soon. We have so many restaurants here in Scottsdale. You could eat out 3 times a day and go for a happy hour and some snacks at, a walk-up place and never repeat in a year. So many amazing places and new places coming in all the time. I really like that. And when you're retired, you're not cooking as much. Maybe you'll go out for a late lunch and, have something really light for dinner or have your leftovers from your big lunch. So many options for being out and about in this amazing town. And the dining is world class. You've got everything, again, from a little Shake Shack stop all the way up to, fine seafood and steakhouses, lots of places in between. And then we've got the locally owned places. We've got locally owned coffee shops where you can go get a coffee or an iced tea and hang out. Or, do a meeting with somebody or hang with a friend. Lots of great places to eat and drink in this town, and that just enhances your retiree life. So for people considering retirement destinations, which I know you must be or you wouldn't be watching this video, Scottsdale is a world-class opportunity for retirees. Great housing, great health care, great weather, great things to do. What more could you need? And not super expensive to live here. Yeah, we have the movie stars flying in and out sometimes, but the rest of us regular people are still enjoying low property taxes and high affordability in all activities that we do and phases of our day-to-day lives. So if you think you'd like to talk to me about a potential retirement here in the Scottsdale area, reach out to me at the number below on the screen. My team and I would love to talk to you about all of the amazing options that we have here and why we think Scottsdale is an amazing place for retirement. I hope we get to talk soon.